The man who pled guilty to opening fire in Dixon High School in 2018 was sentenced to 30 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections today. Matthew Milby was charged with aggravated discharge of a firearm against police and in a school.
Yeah, the sentencing hearing today comes after years of back and forth in court as Milby was repeatedly found fit and unfit to stand trial. News 8's Jenna Webster shares why some say it's a day they'll never forget. It's part of our continuing coverage.
Several people read statements here Tuesday morning asking the judge to issue a longer sentence, saying even though there were no physical victims, there were still plenty of victims of Milby's actions that day.
People versus Matthew Milby Jr. Defendant is present before the court.
Shot fired at Dixon High School. Shot fired at Dixon High School.
Carrying a semi-automatic rifle, police say 19-year-old graduating senior Matthew Milby was firing off shots near the gym in May 2018. 4 years later, the state's attorney showing that moment to a packed
These feelings were intensified
and emotional courtroom. It's a day Jared Shaner remembers well.
as I thought of and received a text message from my daughter, who was locked in a classroom, scared to death, less than 200 feet away from where Matt Milby Jr. opened fire in our building.
We become statistics and victims, like so many others across the country, due to the evil intent of Matthew Milby. It's sickening to think what could have happened.
The defense countered Milby was a sweet kid, but those around him saw things change as he got older.
When me and my brother moved out, that's when it went downhill. I think it's because there was nobody for my mom to mentally abuse and physically abuse other than focus all her energy on him.
What if's a large theme of the day, even for Andrew McKay, the gym teacher Milby shot at.
Before everybody here, including you, Matthew, I forgive you as a person. I don't hold any grudge against you as a human. However, I'm not excusing the decisions that led to your actions that day. I think you need to be held accountable to whatever the judge decides.
Right before the sentencing, Milby addressing the court.
I cannot undo what I did, but I can take responsibility and apologize to those that were hurt by my actions. I'm sorry.
Milby will only have to serve 85% of his sentence, and with credit for time already served, he'll be eligible for release in about 22 and a half years. In Dixon, Jenna Webster, WQAD, News 8.
Prosecutors and Officer Mark Dallas, the school resource officer who confronted Milby that day, were not happy with that 30-year sentence. The prosecution had asked for 60 years, and even though Milby was sentenced to 30 years for both charges, he will serve them at the same time.
We would have liked to have seen the 60 years, just given this defendant, given his background, everything that was presented. I think as a public safety standpoint, that's what we wanted to see.
I'm a little disappointed. I worry about the students going on with their life down the line where they have to worry about this young man getting out of prison when they're in the peaks of their life.
Milby will be sent to the Stateville Correctional Center before the Department of Corrections decides where he will serve his sentence.